Welcome to this seventh lesson in Biblical Hebrew. In this lesson, I'm going to talk about closed and open syllables and also about where accents occur and how that affects the pronunciation. By now, you'll have got used to the consonants and the vowel sounds and how they feel in your mouth. But we need to just spend some time thinking today about the logic of how the accents and the stresses and the closed and open syllables affect that pronunciation. So that's what this video is all about. It's really important in Hebrew to understand where the accents occur. And I'm just going to write out 3 words for you in English now to demonstrate how an accent moves around. So the first word is photograph. The second word, photography, and the third word, photographic. So if we think about the first word, photograph, the accent occurs on the first syllable, photograph. If we look at the second word, photography, we'll find that the accent has moved onto the second syllable, photography. And then the third word, photographic, we find that the accent has moved onto the third syllable, photographic. So that's how the accent moves around in English, and something similar happens in Hebrew. In Hebrew, the accent tends to be either on the last syllable or on the next to last syllable. So in a word like davar, the accent occurs on the second syllable, davar. In a word like melech, the accent occurs on the next to last syllable, which in this case is the first syllable, melech. Let's just put those 2 words up again. The accent on davar is on the last syllable, and the accent on melech is on the next to last syllable. When it occurs on the last syllable, it's known as mira. When it occurs on the next to last syllable, it's called mil'el. So just think about those where the syllables are accented. Now we come to the issue of open and closed syllables. So an open syllable ends in a vowel. There you go. There's ba. That's an open syllable. A closed syllable ends in a consonant. Bath. What you need to know is that when a closed syllable is unaccented, it must have a short vowel. Whereas an open syllable, if it is unaccented, tends to have a long vowel. If they have an accent on them, then the opposite may be true. If we look at our 2 words that we've just considered, davar and melech, the second syllable of davar is closed, but because it's accented, it has a long vowel. And with melech, the first syllable, because it's accented, has a short vowel. So to sum up, a closed, unaccented syllable must have a short vowel. Now, I want to say something about a little thing called a makev. When you have several Hebrew words joined together, each of those small words has a stress. So let's take 3 small words, and I'll show you what I mean. Here's im, then tov, and finally ani. Each of these words has its own accent. There, there, and there. But that's a lot of accents in a very short space of time. And so Hebrew has a very convenient way of dealing with this. It's called the makev, and it's effectively like a hyphen. and it joins the words together. And what that does is it treats these three words as if they were one word. So im tov ani becomes im tov ani. At which point there's only one accent, and that's at the end. So that's what the makef does. One effect of the makef is to change a long vowel into a short vowel because it's gone from being a closed accented syllable to a closed unaccented syllable. And here's an example. Eth koli has two accents. There's an accent there and an accent there. But if we remove the first accent and pop in a makef, because this syllable is now closed and unaccented, we need to change the vowel here to a short one. And so we turn it from a tsere into a segol. So the makef can change the length of a vowel as well as where the stress is. When we were learning the vowels, we learnt that there was one vowel sign which can designate two different vowels, and it's that one. So it could be a long vowel, which is long A, R, in this case it would be bar, or it could be a short O sound, which would be bo. So the rule that we've just been talking about, if it is a closed unaccented syllable, it must be short, helps you to decide whether this is qametz or qametz khatuf. So here are some examples for you. This is the word vayakom, and the first one here is a long A, and the second one is a short O. Because this syllable is closed and unaccented, that has got to be an O sound, a short O. In this word, chokhmah, the accent is on the second syllable. The first syllable, though, is closed and unaccented. This is a silent schwa. So this has got to be a short vowel, which makes it an O sound. So the first syllable is choch. So there you have chokhmah. Another little sign which you might come across in Hebrew is called metheg. Metheg is a short vertical stroke which goes to the left of a vowel. So here's an example of it in the word he'arim, and it's here. And it's effectively a little pause, if you like. So it means you're able to say the word more clearly. Here's another example for you. Ha-adam. So all three vowels are qametz, the same, but we put a little pause after the first one just to show that the ha is distinguished from adam. So there you have some of the details about closed and open syllables and about accents and stresses and so on. In the next video, we're going to be looking at the mysterious thing called daresh, which is the dot.